If you saw the last Porsche GT2 video, I found a car online from a friend of a crashed 997 GT2 that someone was selling for an asking price of 160 grand. That's an amazing deal. This is a $300,000 plus car when it is not crashed. To put a value on a salvage title car, I don't know, that's a tough thing to do. I ended up calling him because I was somewhat interested. I made him an offer. He said, nah, no thanks, and kind of blew me off. Hung up the phone call, posted it to YouTube. I'm like, whatever. I'm not in, it's not gonna kill me if I don't have this car. I just thought it would be kind of a cool pickup. And I knew I would get a call back from this guy. I just didn't know how soon. Well, it's been about 24 hours later. I missed a phone call from him. I'm gonna go ahead and call him back and we'll see what he has to say. I have a feeling he's probably gonna come down on his price, or he's gonna say, I saw your YouTube video and maybe now he wants to make a deal. I don't know, but let's see where this ends up. Hello? Hey, how's it going? Did I miss a call from you?
You're probably not surprised that I probably saw your YouTube video.
Since I posted that video, I've had like 10 different people obviously reach out because now people know I'm looking for a 997. To be honest, the reason why I was interested in your car is because I was already willing to spend 130 grand on a .2 manual just to have like a super clean one. And then when this kind of came up, I was like, oh shit, like, you know, it's a very unique situation. Given that point when I like originally called you, I was like, really, like 130, 140 is like the most I would be willing to spend because I don't know what I'm getting myself into. Like, you haven't owned it for that long, considering of how long the car has been made. So like, I just want to be like straight and transparent. Like, I'm a little nervous. Like, I just don't know. And again, like, it'd be awesome to see like the crash pictures and whatnot. But if you have someone that's willing to offer you 145, like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. And this weekend, it being Friday, I won't be able to come this soon, and I'm going to be in Connecticut Monday to Friday all next week. But like, I wouldn't be opposed to maybe like trying to sneak down one of those days. But I guess I'd like to see what happens with the buyer that you have coming to see it, and like the moment you get photos of any previous work or crash or how it was repaired, like that definitely adds to the case. So given all that, if you could just keep me updated with what happens the moment you get do you know when you're expecting to get any photos? Scenery change, baby. We're no longer in California. I'm in an undisclosed location. Now, don't get funny ideas. I'm not trying to play any games with you guys, I promise. But I can't tell you where I am because of some secret stuff we have coming that you guys will honestly know at the beginning of August. Very excited about it. I digress. The phone call pretty much ended up just cutting the clip really quick. And I'm really making this to keep you guys updated because so many of you were interested in the story of the crashed GT2. The overall consensus of the conversation was he has someone who's offering more than what I did, but he said that he'd be interested in selling it to me just because of the story and where it's gonna go. And he is familiar with us to what extent, I don't know, but he does know who we are. So I told him that I don't feel comfortable buying the car at my projected price of 130, 140 because the moment I posted that video, you guys found me so many great Turbo S's, a lot of great turbo options, and a lot of just cool Carrera 4S options and manual that really caught my attention that were way cheaper than what I was gonna spend or the same price. And I actually found some old photos on VinWiki, shout out to Ed, of the car when it was crashed. He didn't have those photos that I asked for, but he did say he could try to find some photos of it when it was like back getting repaired. Still to this current day, 4 or 5 days later of this conversation, I have not gotten those photos and I have not heard from him. I don't believe it is sold yet, but I saw the crash photos and to be honest, it looked a little bit worse than I wanted it to, which sucks. But I can't really justify spending that price because I also looked a little bit more at the service records, and that car seems literally in its lifetime, it's been in and out of the service shop probably 30 to 35 times for random things of the car report saying it's not drivable, needs a transmission fix, needs this and that. But clearly, throughout the ownership of whomever has owned it, there's been 4 other owners, the car has had drivability issues where they brought it in, it's gotten fixed. They brought it in, it's gotten fixed. That's a red flag. The owner who's trying to sell it to me has only owned it for 30 days. He said he's put almost 1,000 miles on it. He's had no issues. I'm not calling him a liar, but I also don't believe you if I don't know you. So that to me is tough, but he says the car is perfect. And here's the problem. Let's say I buy it and I get it at that price. The car is great, but then something happens. I need to take it to Porsche, and the Porsche is like, hey, the reason why this thing has so many drivability problems or something always breaks is because you need a brand new transmission or you need a brand new engine. The GT2 is very specific with the engine and the transmission. The fact that if I need to get a new one, it is a VIN-specific transmission, and they're very expensive. I'm talking, it's crate engine, crate transmission. I don't know if crate transmission is the right term, but like, it's like 40 grand to replace the transmission and 50 grand to replace the engine. I could be inflating those numbers a little bit, but it's like an unreasonable amount that if I was to buy it, something was to happen, and the only real option to fix that problem is to buy the brand new engine or brand new transmission, I'd be out, or I'd be in the car now 170, 180 grand. And for that price, I could buy like the lowest mile turbo S with center locks manual, like out there. So it doesn't really make it worth it. So I don't know, you guys. Should I send it? Should I risk it? I'm not quite sure. I'm torn. I'm very torn. That being said, your guys' opinions will help drive what I will do. And again, I'm not dying for a 997 right now. I just love the car, and this one kind of fell in my lap. But I will end it off like this because I will see you guys in the next day or so. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next clip.